about the Green Gazelles and how did that start? What was the inception, and where are we at right now with the rugby team?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, rugby, playing it since the age of 6 is, it's scary to think how many years ago that is now. But Green Gazelles kicked off about 6 years ago, and it was about probably 3 to 4 months after turning vegan. And because I was a little bit lost in terms of who I can talk to, and as a guy, I was like trying to connect. And so we started Green Gazelles off uh, pretty much, yeah, in 20, I think it was like 2018. And the initial was like research, who else is out there, are there any other vegan rugby players? And it started down that route, and I sort of discovered there's a lot of guys out there who are plant powered, and they don't always use the term vegan, they might use different terms, and we ended up creating a small group of people, um, and then like that's evolved over the last 6 years into a community of like 250 plus players. We're connected to a whole range of amazing organizations doing great things, and it's just how I would describe it is as a community hub that is just trying to do good, for the environment, spreading compassion, and just, yeah, a community club for positive change.
One of those connections is the Word Forest organization. Let's just chat about them for a moment because they are very pro-vegan, but doing incredible work with reforestation and education across Kenya. How did your connection there happen?
Interestingly, first of all, Tracy and Simon and the Word Forest team are absolutely brilliant, phenomenal people doing great things. We met on LinkedIn, and it was like it started on LinkedIn, like, and then that sort of like it turned into more of a deeper conversation, more video calls, and then it's sort of this relationship with the Word Forest organization since Green Gazelles formation has just grown year on year. And to be honest, I see Tracy and Simon as like additional parents to me. They're those people who are like just pouring their life into doing great things for the environment. And it's just so pleasing to be able to sort of spend more time with organizations like the Word Forest organization and sort of just go on these great journeys and adventures together for positive outcomes.
They're doing their own vegan project where they're sharing their vegan recipes. You can bring your own and share food together. So it's like a community thing. It's fantastic. And it's something that you've had some experience with as well.
Yeah, it's such a great initiative, and it's a great way to bring community together and share recipe ideas. So when I was at Ramstein in Germany, my wife and I, we used to put on these little events, exactly the same sort of concept, where everyone would bring a dish, and it's basically a bring and share, and you'd all try each other's meals, and it's all about just bringing families together. What we found was one of the main positives was that people who weren't necessarily vegan would come along and be opened up to what is just a normal meal. That's healthy, nutritious, and also very, very tasty. And I think that's the biggest thing we need to get across is, immediately a lot of people think vegan, oh, that doesn't taste very good. But actually what we've got to do is break down that barrier of taste. And, these bring and share, these lunches that Word Forest are organising are the best way to do that.
Something that you're doing, which is equally as important, is raising awareness. So let's just find ourselves now in the current time. You're with the Green Gazelles, and there's a big event happening on the 8th of September, 2024. We're talking in August now, so a few weeks away.
Yeah, look, this has been in the pipeline for years. It's actually one of the main driving forces for leaving the forces to deliver the Big Green Clash. So 8th of September at Richmond Rugby Club. This is the first of its kind charity rugby event for the environment. It's about inspiring people, creating a more sustainable, eco-friendly future, spreading that compassion, and sort of almost a bit of a call to action to the rugby community, alongside obviously what World Rugby are doing to get people talking. And what we are launching on the 8th of September is a sports climate summit where we've got some of the best VIP speakers you can imagine in who has serious skin in the game. We've got over 100 organizations being represented. We've got a eco village of delicious food, amazing like info stalls, people selling sustainable items, teaching us and educating us. And then the main event being the Big Green Clash, which is Green Gazelles, my team, versus Richmond, one of the oldest rugby clubs in the UK, I think. So it's a great ground. The whole point of the event is to really put a spotlight on rugby and climate change. We want to, like our tagline is, kick climate change into touch. That's what we want to do on the 8th. We want to try and get as many people down there, get people talking and enjoying themselves. And then when they leave, take action, and our vision is about launching this campaign called Give It a Try, which is, we hope that small impacts from every individual person will make mass collective positive improvements, and it's about just giving it a try, whether that's a meatless Monday, whether that is, I'm not going to drive to work this month, I'm just going to walk because I'm going to feel better anyway and it's good for the environment. So just simple things. So the Big Green Clash, 8th September at Richmond, is going to be a super day out, and we'd love to encourage anyone who's interested in like sort of climate change, environment, sustainability, rugby, or anything, or even if you don't know anything about it, just come along, enjoy it, and we'd love to see you there.